Good day, guys. Today we will be talking about media literacy and information literacy. When we say media literacy, it is the ability to identify different types of media and understand the messages they are sending. Students take in a huge amount of information from a wide array of sources, far beyond the traditional media. Examples are TV, radio, newspapers, and magazines. There are text messages, memes, viral videos, social media, video games, advertising, and more. But all media shares one thing. Someone created it, and it was created for a reason. Understanding the reason is the basis of media literacy. The digital age has made it easy for anyone to create media, and we don't always know who created something, why they made it, and whether it's credible. So this makes media literacy tricky to learn and to teach. Nonetheless, media literacy is an essential skill in the digital age. I think media literacy helps you to learn to think critically. So as a student, you decide whether the messages make sense, why certain information was included, what wasn't included, and what the key ideas are. You should learn to use examples to support your opinions. They can make up their own minds about the information based on the knowledge they already have. Second is to become a smart consumer of products and information. Media literacy helps you learn how to determine whether something is credible. So it helps you to determine the persuasive intent of advertising and resist the techniques marketers use to sell products. Third is to recognize point of view. Every creator has a perspective, so identifying an author's point of view helps you to appreciate different kinds of perspectives. It also helps you to put information in the context of what you already know or think what you already know. Another is create media responsibly. So recognizing your own point of view, saying what you want to say and how you want to say it, and also understanding that your messages have an impact is the key to effective communication. Next is identify the role of media in our culture. So from celebrity gossip to magazine covers to memes, media is telling us something, and it is shaping our understanding of the world and even compelling us to act or think in certain ways. Last is to understand the author's goal. In here, what we're going to assess, what does the author want you to take away from this piece of media? Is it purely informative? Or is it trying to change your mind? Or is it introducing you to new ideas you've never heard of? So when you understand what type of influence something has, you can make informed choices. Alright, now let's talk about information literacy. The term information literacy describes a set of abilities that enables an individual to acquire, evaluate, and use information. So you can think of information literacy as having 5 components, and these are to identify, find, evaluate, apply, and acknowledge sources of information. Information literacy is a lifelong learning process. Every day, we encounter an increasingly large and diversity of information through the web, mass media, and published works. You can find information in many different formats from an endless number of sources. The quality of information varies greatly between the available information choices. Just to think of a typical internet search. It is common to retrieve authoritative, current, and reliable sources alongside biased, outdated, misleading, or false sources. Furthermore, an online search is likely to result in more information that can effectively handle. The sheer amount and variety of information available to us makes information literacy competencies important to master. Also, information literacy skills are vital to success in your personal, professional, and academic life. So during your high school or college, you can use these skills to perform well on research papers, projects, and presentations. So at work, you will likely encounter situations where you must seek out new information to make logical decisions. In the home, you are constantly faced with deciding consumer issues and forming opinions on social and political topics. So each situation requires engagement in the information literacy process. Here are the 5 components of information literacy, wherein the information literate person can identify, find, evaluate, apply, and acknowledge. Let's talk about the first one, which is identify. So an information literate person can identify information needs and determine the extent of information needed. Clearly and concisely define the question to be answered and realize that the question may evolve. Can locate or find and retrieve appropriate sources of information. So in here you can understand the structure of information, how it is produced, disseminated, organized, cataloged, stored, and retrieved, and how these factors vary by discipline. Another is to use indexes and other search tools effectively and efficiently to find specific resources. Examples are to select appropriate tools, formulate research or search strategies, use appropriate search techniques, and evaluate results. Third is to evaluate. A media literate person can evaluate information and its sources critically. So in here, it is important that you understand different types of sources and formats and how to use them. Another is to evaluate relevance and reliability of the information retrieved. Fourth is to synthesize or apply. So apply the information retrieved, integrate it into one's current knowledge base, and successfully apply it to the original information need. Last is present or acknowledgement. An information literate person acknowledges this newly acquired knowledge so that others can use it. So in here, you're going to determine the audience needs and the best presentation format. So you should know the standards and criteria for presenting information in the relevant subject, field, or discipline. And also properly cite sources. It is direct the audience to the sources of further information and knowledge one's sources.